Oh, right. So it's this game, Can I Afford It?
Griselda, what do you want to buy?
Hi, Susie. I want to buy these beautiful, sparkly diamond carat earrings.
For $3,000, you want to buy diamond earrings. How come?
Well, there's a good reason. I'll tell you why. Because not only are they're gorgeous, I think I'll look just great in them, but I think it'll, in this economy, I think the gold and diamonds.
Okay, real quick, let me see. This was posted in 2016. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is being filmed in 2016.
It was like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I wish we knew what economy she was talking about here. It is interesting, you notice the person is saying, I have good reasons for putting $3,000 into things that are tiny.
I don't even have purse with that much. My earrings, I'm gonna lose them.
To hold its value, you never know. I think
Hold its value.
if I had.
Are you telling me that you think if you spent $3,000 on these earrings, that somewhere down the road, you're gonna be able to sell them for $3,000 or more?
Possibly.
Have you ever sold a piece of jewelry?
Not really. Well, maybe.
Okay, so if you're going to have an investment, one of the things that you need to be willing to do is sell it, right? If you're going to get something and you have no intention of selling it ever, it's not an investment, right? It's property that you're holding on to, okay? But this person is trying to rationalize it and saying, it's an investment.
What?
Didn't you get hit by 50 to 70%?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. All right, show me this great investment. Show me the money. This great investment. All right, go ahead.
All right, so our take home is about $5,000 a month. And our total expenses include 43,
Yeah.
which includes savings, 200 of savings, and 1,300 a month for rent.
Yeah.
And the only debt we have is our car, which is 9,500 a month at 3%. And our total savings.
Okay, she misspoke there. She said 9,500 a month. It's a total of 9,000.
9,000 a month?
No.
Oh.
No, it's 9,500, but that's the balance of the car loan. Okay, not 9,500 a month. That's insane. You don't have that. Okay. But take a look at her savings. $50,000 in savings and $84,000 in retirement. How old is she?
Sounds like.
She sounds young.
It's up there, okay?
Oh, it is 40.
She's 40. So how many years away until she retires?
About 20 years?
About 20 years with under $100,000 in retirement.
Is 15,000 liquid.
What?
She has something most people don't have anything for.
I would say that $100,000 in retirement, under $100,000 for retirement at her age is not having anything. Because remember the exercise we did at the beginning of the year, beginning of the semester, talking about how much y'all think y'all need to provide income for you when you retire.
She's living off expenses of about what, $4,000 a month.
Well, it was actually back up. Expenses of 48,000 or 4,800, and her take-home pay is $5,000 a month. So that only gives her a per month cushion of $200. Right?
You only like have retirement for about 20 months.
20 months before she runs out of money. What figures did y'all come up with? If you can remember back when we did that exercise of trying to reverse engineer how much money y'all need before you retire to give the lifestyle you want. What, how much money was on the low end?
Or it's 20,000.
Huh? No, the total asset value.
Wasn't it like,
Mine was 3.
It was like 1.2 million. Right? So if you keep that figure in mind, $1 million in mind, she's only at 83,000. Not close, okay.
Only debt we have is our car, which is 9,500 a month at 3%. And our total savings is 50,000 liquid and 84,000 in retirement.
All right, and you're 40 years of age, not 20, not 30. How are you going to pay for this?
Cash,
Cash from your
Yeah.
savings account.
partly from
Where's
savings.
the other money gonna come from?
Well, I'm thinking maybe selling something else I have that I don't use.
Like what?
I have a Chanel bag, and I don't use that, and that Chanel bag keeps going up and up.
Uh-huh, and how much did you pay for that Chanel bag?
About 1,400, and now it's up to about 3,500 or 4,000.
So you think if you sold it used, you'd be able to get $4,000 for it?
Maybe 3,500 or
And
so.
why would somebody buy a used bag from you when they could buy a new bag directly from Chanel?
Well, Chanel keeps going up, and then with tax, and mine's practically new, and I don't know, something about carrying a bag that's almost that much money, that it's just not me anymore.
Oh, it's just not you anymore. All right, Terry, but this one's easy. Obviously, no, wait, you have the 8-month emergency fund. You have that money. So if you ask me and you want to go and spend $3,000 on a pair of earrings, you have been denied.
Oh, what a curveball. Because she started building it up like that she was gonna be approved, right? Did Susie like build her up as being approved? Yeah. So why do you think she was denied?
the low retirement?
Probably low retirement, okay.
The only money she had was in savings.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We really can't sell those types of products at a higher price.
Yeah, if you're gonna sell a used Chanel bag, at least to like 200, 2,000, like, because, or you can't sell it at what it's worth in the store if it's used.
Oh, sure. No one's gonna pay you. Like,
Or
if you had an auction of, if you were in the market, right? I would not be in the market for a bag that costs $4,000. But if you were in the market for a bag that costs $4,000, would you want to, and the new ones were 4,000 and the used one was 3,700, would you shell out the additional $300 for a new one over a used one?
New ones, I don't know what the integrity is.
And you don't know if you're buying a knockoff.
Oh, and the reason that you're denied is that you really don't have enough money at your age in retirement. It's not
okay.
just about your emergency money, it's where are you in terms of the future to generate the income that you're gonna need, and you are so far behind on retirement, I can't even tell you. Do not buy these earrings. Here's what you need to do, just go to
Okay.
QVC and buy Dynamite, really.
Tesla.
Josh, what do you wanna buy?
I wanted to buy a Tesla Model S60. I've been in the military for 5 years, and it's something I've always wanted. I was actually the first person to be on the military base to show that the technology of Tesla is viable.
What year is this? 2013. How could you tell?
Holiday gifts.
Yeah, holiday gifts, 2013.
And there, and bringing it in.
Wait, boyfriend, are you kidding me? Are you just kidding me? You want to be the first on the military base to show everybody how cool Josh is being able to drive and afford a Tesla. It has nothing to do with the technology, and people aren't going to look at you and go, oh, look how cool that technology is. They're going to look at you and go, he can afford a Tesla? You show me the money, Josh.
I'm taking home about $7,000 a month. My expenses are $1,236 a month. I have no debt. I live on a military base. So I have about 57 in liquid savings, 208,000 in investment, and 66 for my retirement.
it's only 60.
Huh?
He's only 29.
He's only 29,
Oh, I'm saying, I don't know, sorry, ignore me.
okay? What do y'all think so far?
Honestly, yes, because that investment is very high. You can just put that towards your.
Yeah, I mean, if you combine the investments plus the retirement, he's almost $270,000. That's at least a third of the way, or almost a third of the way to where he needs to be, and he's only 29. What about his monthly income and take-home pay or expenses?
Can you go back to it?
It's good, he said 7,000, he only, like, it's like 12, yeah, like 1,200. I mean,
Expenses, yeah, that's really low.
Yeah. So far, so good.
My expenses are $1,236 a month. I have no debt. I live on a military base. So I have about 57 in liquid savings, 208,000 in investment, and 66 for my retirement.
And you're 29,
Correct.
and you were able to save all of that money being in the military?
Well, that's not very good. I like to trade my stocks, so yeah.
Oh, so you're a really good stock trader. Maybe you should come out of the military and be on CNBC, because at 29, for you to amass that much money on what I know they pay you in the military, I don't know, Josh, pretty smart boy if you ask me. How are you going to pay for this?
I'm going to trade in my Toyota Prius, and so I'm going to get like 20 grand for that, and then the rest would be in cash.
Now, your Prius, how long ago did you buy that?
About a year ago.
Did you notice the obvious silence that I just had? You,
What do you think her silence is
She
about?
only got the car a year ago.
Uh-huh. Why is that a problem, trading in a car every year?
Oh,
My
FICO
depreciation.
score and all that.
Well, he could, but it shows that someone's not really satisfied. Right, and if they're gonna trade in a car, like if they've had a car for 1 year, bought a new car, and then 1 year from now they trade it in, that type of behavior is a little troublesome. Because does it increase the odds that they're gonna continue that behavior in the future?
Yeah.
Like, what about a year from from owning a Tesla? Is he gonna trade that in? And that can really kill the, even though he looks like he's in a good financial shape, that type of behavior can really kill a person's budget and a person's future investment and financial health. Okay, so that's also a really good time that I chose to pause it. But let's see what she has to say.
you just bought a brand new Prius 1 year ago.
Well, what happened is, I really just never want to pay for another gallon of gasoline in my life.
Oh, I see. So you just want to pay $77,000 in cash, plus the electricity bill to run it and whatever. But here's the bottom line. You're gonna trade in your Prius. You're going to probably, hopefully, finance this over the next 3 years. And if you did finance it over the next 3 years, maybe it would cost you $2,000 a month to do so, which you have the money to pay for. So it looks like all of the numbers are adding up. So if I'm going to give you a verdict, it is.
What do y'all think?
Denied.
Okay, Leo says denied.
I feel like she's not denying, but he can afford it if he wanted to.
What do you think, Daniel? Okay. Evan, you said denied?
No, I said, I think not, but also it could be approved because he has the,
Well-
like, he has the funds to do it.
Talia, what do you think? Anything?
You have been approved, boyfriend, because you have the money to do
That's all I'm saying, I
so.
can't
Whether
say
it's
that.
smart or not,
Yeah.
story.
Whether it's smart or not is another story.
He can't afford it, but should he?
He can. And what if his investments were a lot lower?
No.
Probably not, right? He's ahead of the game on investments, so he can afford to do a little bit more. There are a couple of there's gonna be.
There's a lot of business turnaround artists out there. And I'm the only one putting up his own money.
I thought that was,
Financial future.
okay, I thought that was a ad, so I was waiting for the, yeah.
Oh, this one is recorded.
Yeah, it looks like it's the entire program,
Also, if there's really good deals. that I
so we're gonna jump around.
Instead of buying maybe. Or buy 2 carat diamond earrings for $11,254.
Oh,
Why isn't your husband involved?
that's a bad sign. Right? When any couple starts making unilateral, big purchase financial decisions.
You are watching this. About a 5.5%. You want to understand, once again, this is your money. What happens to it affects the public. $300 is paid for a notice. So let's go back to the universal.
What?
No, I'm saying because the lady was already talking. I'm saying she didn't introduce herself and tell us how old she was.
Oh, no,
I said
I don't think that was a can I afford it,
Oh.
situation.
To take care of you, not for the things that it can buy you, but the fact that that money is you. You earned it. You decide how to invest it. You decide how to spend it. So it's simply a physical.
Because there's gonna be a
manifestation of
segment
you.
that says, can I afford it? She goes through a bunch
Change
of
the
these.
terminology from I hate to I love, and pay attention to your statements. Beth in North Carolina, ask me your question.
Hi Susie, I am struggling with the decision to change to a part-time job at work. I have a 2-year-old child and I've continued to work full-time since he's been born, but I really regret not spending more time at home while he was a baby.
Sheets of paper that you are
Okay.
sent, your annual reports, and look at what the truth is. And stop listening to insurance agents that are telling you it guarantees you this, it guarantees you that. When your annual report is showing you something different, got it?
Instead of buying maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 things, I end up with like 4 bags of things.
Why do you care about all these things that she doesn't even know she has? And later,
Later.
ask me, can I afford it?
Former client receipt doesn't take $350 for $54,400.
So you want to know, we're back, everybody, with a case of stopping the shopping. My one-on-one tonight is Sarah. She's coming to us from Cleveland, Ohio. Sarah is 34 and lives with her boyfriend Kirk and their 1-year-old daughter Ava. Sarah works in medical recruiting sales and says over the past 8 years, she's made $50,000 to $70,000 a year. What does she have to show for it? Very little in savings, but plenty in her closets and in storage. I afford it.
I bought them actually a few years ago, but I couldn't afford them and had some minor rewards and took them back.
Okay, there we
Ready
go.
or not, are you ready? Let's go. Sue, what do you want to buy?
Hi Susie, I want to spend $14,000 to take a 10-day trip to the Galapagos Islands. I'm turning 50 and I want to keep off somewhere exotic and to celebrate, and at the same time I want to take my son with me and show him the world.
And you want to go see those blue-footed boobies or whatever.
You got it.
Yeah, they're kind of cute. Bam. Show me the money.
Okay, well, my income is $4,707 a month. That includes my take-home pay and the rental off of their.
Okay, what do y'all think of our income and expenses right now?
No,
Just off that, how much leeway does she have?
only $1,000.
Yeah, about $1,000 a month. So she better be having saved for this for at least 14 months, based on this.
A rental property. My expenses are
Huh?
It's almost 50.
Yeah,
$3,746 a month. My only debt is a mortgage. at 205,000 for
Ooh, okay, what do y'all think of this?
That turned the tables.
Oh, where's our husband at?
Well, I mean, this is probably his stuff, you know, it's not just hers. Okay. Savings, $40,000 in savings. Investments, about, well, you know, 600,000, retirement, around, half a million, so total in investments and retirement, about $1 million,
She can afford
okay?
Is she married?
I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. Is she even married? It might just be on her.
30-year fixed. I also own my rental outright,
it. She has.
and my
room
savings is
to-
40,000.
She what?
She has room to with those investments.
Well, she's also about 11 years away from retirement.
That's only
Okay.
taking 14,000 out.
Huh?
She's
That, no, but that does add up over time. Because that 14,000 you spend here means that 14,000 is not gonna generate income for you in the future.
Liquid, my investments are 578,000, plus the rental property of about 150,000, and then my retirement of 446,000.
So you have a rental property you own outright, you have only though $40,000 liquid, how are you gonna pay for this?
Well,
Oh, and real quick, so with that $5,000 30-year mortgage, if you were to take her net worth, which is the assets minus liabilities,
850, about
she's around the
850,000.
850,000. She's not past that 1 million, right? But let's see what happens.
well, I already have 2,400 baked into my expenses from travel that I did last year that I won't be doing this year, if
Yeah.
I'm saving. And then the difference between my expenses and my income is about 1,000 a month, and so I'm taking the trip in about, a little less than a year. So I'll be able to save 10,000 there.
All right, but still, you are 49 years of age. You just told me that you are going to turn 50. And when I look at your finances and everything that you have going at the age of 50, do I think you're gonna have enough money to be able to retire in possibly just 8, or 10 years from now, or 15 years from now? Do I? You have been approved, because I do, girlfriend. Happy 50th birthday, and you go have a great.
The fact that she's gonna be saving $1,000 a month, and that if this trip was next month, no. But she's planning for it ahead and putting the money aside for it ahead of time. Reason she was approved.
But the thing is that, like, they said she took a vacation last year, so she might do another vacation want to do it next year.
She may, or this may be her vacation for next year, right? But I mean, yeah, she's taking this $14,000 out, that's $14,000 that she can't spend on something else, or that can't generate her income. For right now, if this is the only thing in the future and everything else stays the same, okay.
Great time. All right, Sally, what do you want to buy?
Hi, Susie. I want to buy a Mercedes SLK 350 for $54,400.
Have you driven one of those SLKs?
I have.
And you like them?
I do a little stiff, but I like them.
All right, so why do you want this car?
My car is 10 years old. Last year it broke down and had to be towed. It was dark. I was 100 miles from home. I was scared. I don't want modern conveniences,
Are those financial reasons or emotional reasons?
Can you rewind it?
Sure.
I couldn't hear.
I thought her car broke down or something.
Her car broke down. She was like scared.
Have you driven one of those SLKs?
I have.
And you like them?
I do a little stiff, but I like them.
All right, so why do you want this car?
My car is 10 years old. Last year it broke down and had to be towed. It was dark. I was 100 miles from home. I was scared. I don't want modern conveniences,
I,
Emotional reasons or financial reasons?
Emotional.
Emotional.
It broke down.
Yeah, it broke down, but your car breaks down, could you get a reliable car that won't break down for a lot less than 50,000? Absolutely. Absolutely. So she's using these reasons, which are like breaking down cars and stuff, those are legit reasons. But it's also playing into the emotional aspect of wanting something already. It's fine, but you gotta show that you planned for it and you have the assets for it. So we'll see if she does.
Yeah, I get a new car. I get why especially women like brand new cars, but a Mercedes that only seats 2 people, that you can't put anything in the trunk, that's really little, show me the money.
So our income is $10,450 combined, and that includes $38.50 a month in 4 rentals.
Yeah.
Our expenses are $6,503 a month. Our debt is $231,000 on a 15-year fixed mortgage on our primary home, and we have 123.
What are y'all thinking?
No, so
What does liquid mean?
Liquid means cash.
Okay.
So 32,000 in cash, about 4,000 a month extra, 3,500 a month extra in income. Why do y'all say no?
she's not at the benchmark.
And she's 47, she needs to be saving for retirement.
$3,000 30-year fixed mortgage on one of the rentals.
Yeah.
We own the other 3 rentals. For savings, we have $32,000 liquid and $648,000 in 401ks, and we both have vested pensions.
All right, and so you want to know if I think you can afford this or not, right?
Yes, I know our liquid's a little low.
Yeah, it's really low, denied. Because when you are going to buy a car for $54,000, I don't even need to ask you how are you going to pay for this. I am against financing a car, because what I'm afraid that you're doing is that even though you own your rentals outright, there are expenses to own rentals. The roof could go, the air conditioning could go, the heat.
You could have your rental in Lake Charles this year.
Someone could steal a car.
But yeah, but also what's happening to Lake Charles?
A hurricane.
Not just 1 this year, 2.
It can go, the plumbing can go, all kinds of things can happen. A tenant can stay in there and not pay you, but you still have property taxes, you have insurance. You are accumulating more and more expenses to live your life, but I don't have the emergency fund. I should have at least, right, at least $56,000 or so in an emergency fund. So girlfriend, don't do it. Go and buy yourself something cheaper that you can write a check for. Do you understand me? All right, Anne Marie, what do you want to buy?
Hey, Susie. I want to spend $6,000 to study Shakespeare in London. I just earned my PhD.
Yes.
And I want to celebrate by spending an additional 2 months in London in the summer of 2014 studying Shakespeare.
Was it 2 months, okay?
And I'll already be over there teaching, so I want to change my ticket and stay an extra 2 months. And the $6,000 includes all my anticipated expenses and classes.
I used to love Shakespeare, not that I still don't, but I used to love these things. You know, really, Shakespeare is an extraordinary study of amazing things. So I hope I get to approve you here, so show me the money.
Well, my take home is $34.75 a month.
Yeah.
My expenses are $25.13.
Yeah.
My only debt is my mortgage, which is $133,000.
What are y'all thinking? But it's a mortgage. Okay. How much income versus expenses does she have?
Less than 1,000.
1,000 of extra. And then investments, retirement, age.
The liquid should be 2,000.
Yeah. But how does her retirement and investments look?
Not looking too hard.
Not looking great.
She said, listen to her military video.
1,000 to 30-year fixed.
Yeah.
In savings, I have $4,800 in liquid, $25,000 in investments, and $262,000 in retirement.
Denied. How would Shakespeare say it? How now, dead for a ducat dead, or something like that? Isn't that one of his lines? Anyway, that's besides the point. Here is the reason. You have how much in savings, how much in retirement, and you are how much in an emergency fund? You don't have enough money here. You need at least $20,000 in an emergency fund. You're not even close to that. So to study Shakespeare or to not study Shakespeare, that is the question. You're not going to be spending 2 more months to study it. You can do that at home. Jonathan, what do you want to buy?
Hi, Susie. I want to buy a summer vacation at Disney World. It's a 6-night stay for my daughter and I. It's $2,145.
For 6 nights to go to Disney World, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time working dad, and she loves the Disney princesses.
Oh, sweet, show me the money.
All right, my income is $3,107, and that includes my pay for the Air Force Reserve.
Yeah.
My expenses are $2,109, and that includes $695 for rent.
Okay, so he has how much in leftover disposable?
990.
Oh, let's round up.
If he saves for like a good few months, he can afford to.
I have no debt, and my savings is $32,000 liquid, $3,000 in investment, and $9,000 in retirement.
That looks bad, but then I realized that he's 26.
He's 26. What do y'all say?
I don't think,
Unfortunately approved.
I say approve.
Approve?
Because if he saves for like a few months, he can take starting Disney World.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then too, military, Mr. Greer, they'll give him vouchers for that stuff, give him discounts on just tickets.
Handouts from the government?
They do that.
Approved, and again, I don't even ask you how you're gonna spend for, because you're gonna take it from obviously your savings. You are 26 years of age. You are doing just fine. And if you wanna take your daughter so she can fantasize about all those princesses, sweetheart, do it with my blessings. Becky, what do you wanna buy?
Yes.
Hi Susie, I want to buy 2-carat diamond earrings for $11,254. 1 carat each year. I
One
bought
carat
that
each year.
a few years ago, but I couldn't afford them and had some buyer's remorse and took them back.
And did you get a full refund?
Yes.
You did, and so you really want $11,000 in your ears that you can drop, you can lose, that and they're not under insurance, so you're gonna have to insure them even more, so they're gonna cost you something every single year to keep them. All right,
Yes, definitely.
how long have you been thinking about
Okay, this is Chapel.
I'm talking about me, Mr. Greer.
You could fall into that if you're not careful.
I would never buy $11,000.
How many cars do you want at once?
Oh.
At
I would never
once?
buy $11,000.
How many cars do you want at once?
3, but I can
3
split it
cars.
down to 2.
$300,000 worth of cars at once. What happens to each of those cars every single year that you own them?
Depreciate.
They depreciate. $300,000 in cars at once, depreciating all at the same time, you're gonna be losing $11,000 a year. That's like losing a pair of 2-carat studs every single year.
But I would never buy 2-carat diamond earrings.
But the financial consequences will be the same.
But Kim Kardashian does this.
She lost her diamond earrings. She lost her diamond earrings. I lost my diamond earrings.
Oh, look at her investments in liquid. That's not great. Come on, jump ahead.
She explained it as well.
Oh, I think she already said it.
What?
You want to do it with your money, correct?
I want to do it with my own money.
I got
I
it.
have a reward for myself financially, how much.
Why I am denying you.
There we go.
Because I don't want you to be at
Because one of the things that she says in there is that Becky, I think was her name, experienced buyer's remorse. The last time she did this, chances are she'll experience buyer's remorse again. And she doesn't have the money for it. Okay.